a revolution by what the country's like and who's running it at the end of it. What we're looking at now is the henchman, the army, this guy Tanwani, the head of the country at the moment, the military man, 25 years as defense minister, a long time, in fact, pretty much lifelong friend of Mubarak. He's now running the country. This guy Suleiman, who was the deputy president, brought in to be deputy president after the protest started. He's the guy that runs Egyptian intelligence. And together, they enforced the will on the people of Mubarak through the most unbelievable levels of violence and intimidation, and also did the torture in this program they call rendition, where the American government was sending detainees to Egypt to be tortured in ways that would be illegal if it was done in America. And so these are the people now, currently, who are running the country. I mean, the only person who's gone is the front man, in effect, the figurehead, Mubarak. And in the background, again, coming into the country after the protest started, this guy, Mohammed el-Baradi, flew in from, I think it was Austria, and now he is saying he's going to stand for president and all the rest of it. Well, who's el-Baradi? He was the head of the International Atomic Agency and all that stuff, but he's also on the board of an organization called the International Crisis Group, which is part of the George Soros, who's chairman of the organization, the George Soros stroke Zbigniew Brzezinski network of foundations and what have you that manipulate people's revolutions to change a regime in the way that they want it changed. Because if you go in with tanks like in Iraq, then it's pretty clear, basically, and you pepper bomb the cities from the sky, it's pretty clear that you've gone in and enforced your will on the regime change. And that doesn't go down increasingly well with people who are sick of it. If you can get the genuine anger, frustration, resentment of the people, desiring freedom, desiring an end of oppression, if you can get them onto the streets to remove the regime or change the regime in a way that you want it, then it seems like the people have made the change, when at the end of it, your people or your new generation of people or your new situation of control is in place. And the people that were in charge before, the force behind them, is still in charge again. The other thing that they want, this is why it's so blatantly obvious, they want as many upheavals and as much chaos as possible in the Arab countries of the Middle East. They're trying to get it going in Iran now, as we can see, because they have a new stage of the program now, the agenda, where they want to create mayhem in the Middle East, because if you try to manipulate harmony, it's very difficult. You try to manipulate chaos, it's a piece of cake. Order out of chaos and all that stuff. And it's no accident for me that the things I've picked up over the years when I've been researching this, and indeed that are actually written down in some places in letters and what have you, is that they want a third world war triggered out of the Middle East with the Arab countries and Israel in one description, mutually destroying each other. This is why, the Rothschilds have created Israel and control it to this day. It's there to cause a problem, and they want to bring China in, and they want to bring Russia in, and Europe and North America for this third world conflict, after which they can have a massive global problem to which they can offer their solution, which will be the complete centralization of power in the world, a world army to stop this ever happening again, and all that stuff. And it's interesting when you look at the map of the Middle East, and you pick it up in Egypt. You go to your right, you're into Israel. You go to your right and a bit lower, you're into Jordan, into Syria, into Lebanon. You go further across and you're hitting Iraq. You go further across, you're hitting Iran. That's why they want Iran big time, because it's in that line of countries from Egypt and North Africa across through Iraq, Iran, into Afghanistan, where they're already in, of course, and into Pakistan, which they're absolutely systematically destabilizing, not least with their drone bombings in the name of fighting terrorism. And from Pakistan, you're onto the Chinese border. And so the potential for, I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow, but the potential for this to unravel into a major conflict is absolutely there. And given that it's been the plan all along, it seems that we're starting to enter a whole new phase of this, right. a seriously challenging phase. And when you've got Henry Kissinger during the protests in Egypt saying that this is basically, paraphrasing him, the first act, the first scene of the first act in a drama that's unfolding, that's exactly what he's talking about, the unfolding drama, which is basically just following the script that has long been planned to play out. It's up to the people not to react in the way desired, and to get informed and realize how the game's played and what the methods of manipulation are, what the goal is. And when you know those three things, then you're very much more difficult to scam and manipulate.